Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everyone today? Little bit late, peeps. Should have mentioned the time change thing. Little bit late.
It wasn't my fault this time, just so y'all know.
Yes, it was this guy's fault. The alarm does go off, and then it's like, oh, I'm a little tired yet. Yeah, daylight savings time. But anywho, shoot out some questions to get us moving. Ukraine's always a topic, and it's so
Like,
sad yet. Vivian. Hi, Linda.
I feel like isn't it a little early this year? Daylight savings, the time change. It's usually
Is it?
closer
I,
in April.
I don't even remember now. Everybody's dragging today. Yeah, feeling the Aspie.
The better way to do the time change is not to know it's a time change because that was me. So I'm not psyching myself up.
Kitten's confused. Everyone's confused. Yeah, I can't remember the normal time, but I may have, unfortunately, don't know yet, but Andrea may not make it due to the time change and my confusion.
Yeah, don't blame Andrea. It got so late that we were started that she started her day. She's like, well, I guess we're not doing it. So we will miss her.
Yes. Hello, fellow time travelers. I tried to do Andrea's dream meetup, but I was in a different. I was dreaming about a lot of people, a lot of different things, but it had nothing to do with hers. So I wasn't in Ukraine. It was a lot of weird stuff. It's kind of like I was jumping from all my friends and people that need help, kind of thing, instead of the Ukraine. So I remember bouncing from dream to dream to dream and waking up all the
So you
time.
were still doing a lot of work, just not in Ukraine.
Yeah, it was really strange. It's like it felt like I hardly slept. I think I got out of bed maybe 11 or 12 that day. Yesterday.
Wow. Wow.
I may have been there doing it too. Like I said, I was bouncing all over the place. It's crazy. Oh, that's right. Aspie, I screenshot that. I should, unless you want to redo it, but otherwise I'll look it up quick. Aspie did give me a question.
All right, FB.
Okay.
A journalist was killed.
Yeah, I just read that. A fourth bill to enable President Biden to issue writs of marque in the pursuit of the Russian oligarchs' assets. If you know your history, basically grant authority to private anybody's to act as privateers, as pirates. Oh, good Lord. The House Republicans put a bill basically to be pirates. Oh my gosh. Really? Is this going to happen? Wow.
Okay, so you're gonna have to dumb that down for me. What's the question?
Yeah. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to make a quick banner. So basically, it's a bill that, let's say, private detectives could go try to help seize assets from oligarchs or something like that. She called it a writ of marque in the pursuit of the Russian oligarchs' assets. So if you know your history, It basically grants authorities to entity or private entities to act as privateers, basically pirates. Is this going to happen?
Oh, who wants some? Who wants pirates?
The House GOP.
Oh, the GOP wants some pirates.
Yeah, they want
Oh,
to add to the bill for.
they want to add it to the bill.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see why you're laughing.
So, it's kind of like the Texas bill, where people can, call in people that are trying to have an abortion and collect $10,000.
Okay,
Kind of that kind of silliness,
got it. Oh, okay.
according to what Aspie sent here.
I'm going to bill.
So,
Is this going to go in the bill?
what kind of crazy is this really? A thing by these guys? Is it going to come close to happening? I would not think so, since we have a abundance of Democrats right now. Oh, good Lord. Well, thank you, Linda. To get a big penny for Linda watching my ad.
Yay, Linda! Yay, Linda!
Yeah, I'm letting my own ad roll to give me a couple pennies. Sweet. Arizona doesn't do a chime change. Herbal. Liz, if you want to expand on that question, I'll start. I'm not sure who Herbal is. Is that the reporter?
Yeah, Arizona doesn't do time change. I don't. Yeah, I should move to Arizona just for that.
I get this bill, or what they're proposing is nonsense. Immediately the 7 of Cups. It'll be thrown down the drain. The 7 of Cups, 4 coins, and Fool. It's nonsense. And then I got the 2 of Coins and the Ace of Wands. So, Ace of Wands, energy. I don't know. It's just like nonsense thrown back in their face. It's like, really? 8 of Cups going to have to walk away from that madness? Weird stuff. Why they would even think of that?
Yeah, they're literally trying to do this, bring this in, but I got the yes in reverse and the ship, which reminds me of pirates. So I'm taking a no on that. This is negative.
Missile.
Negative, and the whip here. That it's gonna it won't pass the house.
Some sort of embassy compound. So there was a question trumps.
I'm just not sure why there has to be a bill. You know what I mean? Why does there have to be a bill for privateers?
That's, I don't know. It's even like DeSantis having a private army for whatever he did. It's just nonsense.
Yeah.
Iraq, herbal. I'm still confused about capital of Iraq, herbal attack. Officials say missiles strike near U.S. consulate in Iraq 47 minutes ago. No serious injuries reported. A strike in Erbil, the Kurdish region of Iraq. Dozen missiles fired from Iran struck near the U.S. consulate compound in Erbil. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said in a statement they did it. So according to the statement, it has nothing to do with the war going on in Ukraine, according to this statement. Kelly dreamt that Russia fired a missile, presumably nuclear, and the U.S. tried to multiple times. She said, "What?
But got it on the third try. That's great.
Oh, good Lord.
Gosh, Kelly, break that down. Like, okay, so the third time was it worked. It got it. I feel like that's great. It's good.
Still crazy to even have to be dreaming about these things. Be worried and dream about rocket missiles. You're supposed to be in a wonderful time of dreaming of bunnies and rainbows and our loved ones.
And yeah.
It's sad. Okay. Hide.
Well, Kelly, at least they got him. At least they got it, right? So it's frustrating to watch. Just like try to, and it's like right to the end, but they got it.
Let's see if the news story is on target. So Iran Revolutionary Guard people are claiming authority that they shot at Iraq's, the U.S. consulate. Since it wasn't really
that Russia did.
No, so there's a Iranian National Guard people, Revolutionary Guard. Mm-hmm. They're claiming they're the ones that shot at Erbil, the U.S. consulate in Iraq.
Okay.
So let's see if that's correct, or if it has anything to do with the war in Ukraine, because it was near the border. But Iranians are claiming they did it. See what kind of energy or reasoning. Happy. Okay, you got Madison Cawthorn question. Cool. U.S. consulate in Iraq. Hey, Florida.
So it's between Iran and who else?
Iraq.
Iraq.
Yeah,
So who did it?
this
Iran.
Revolutionary Guard people from Iran. There was like 6 missiles that were shot off near the consulate, U.S. consulate in Iraq.
Okay.
So this Revolutionary
Sorry.
Guard people in Iran are claiming.
Still waking up here.
Yeah, I always get confused with Iran and Iraq too because it's two I names and they're close. Morning, Mari. Hi, Kevin.
Good morning, Kevin.
Iran and Iraq.
No, there's conflict. I do. No. Well, all right. Well,
Weird. Some kind. It feels like nonsense. Like there was no real reason to do it. Like because a lot of the energy is about the moon and the Seven of Swords, and those two are kind of like there's no reasoning behind it. There's the moon is like kind of like nonsense in your mind. Seven of Swords is the deceit card. Five of Coins, lack of abundance. I'm not seeing any deals here or anything like that. Loss, unhappy with the leadership. To me, it feels like there was just a minor fight between organizations or heads. I'm not seeing like it was retaliation for anything major.
I do feel they did. There's some.
You seeing something I'm not finding?
Old wounding here. Old stuff. Old energy. They saw the opportunity. To take this, they're unhappy with some kind of how it's going down, how the restrictions or whatever, these restrictions, some kind of restrictions. But I do see,
Right, I see that too.
yeah, and I feel like with the Three of Swords here and the Page of Pentacles, it was like almost like a one last straw here. Something took place, one last straw. And then you have the Knight of Swords and the Chariot in reverse, and that's bringing in that that aggression. Like they went in. This was purposed aggression. They're tired of the restrictions and being left out of something. So they are sad squirrels.
Sad squirrels.
But I don't mean to make light of it, but they're just, yeah, there's some kind of bondage that they feel and kind of being left out somewhere. And so this was a purposed aggression is what I'm seeing here. I'm going to have to read more on it because I didn't realize it happened.
I mean, just pretty much was part of the news.
Oh, okay. I like to be a little bit more informed before but with that. It just
On weirder news, I noticed MBS in Saudi Arabia beheaded 81 people the other day,
oh my god.
the most ever. Instead of court, they just behead them, claiming that they were spies against the country, kind of thing. Just sadness. It's crazy.
It just it's amazing that that is still taking place. That type of
I know. Instead of sending them to prison, if it's an actual thing, they
right.
just
I mean,
they just execute them.
yeah.
That's some serious fear. Putting the people talking back or fighting against the government, they just take them out. I hardly hear anything about the Hague until after the fact. Aspie's saying something about hanging. Oh shoot. Trying to delete. Okay. Comments. So is this real lives here? $2 million a month to protect Pompeo?
Taxpayers are spending $2 million a month to protect Pompeo and aid. Why?
I
Wow. They're like,
kind of. I'll look that up quick because it doesn't feel real to me.
good morning, Suzanne.
Like the president, I can see. Oh my God, PBS.
Good morning, Heather.
They come up. PBS says so.
Okay.
From an Iran threat. What? State Department says it's paying more than $2 million per month to provide 24-hour service security for Mike Pompeo and a former top aide, both who face serious and credible threats from Iran. Oh, good Lord. It also protected them in the amount of $13 million from August to February of this last year.
I mean, I just that's an incredible amount. 2 million. Good morning, Flora.
So a former Secretary of State automatically gets 6 months of protection, but extended it in increments by Secretary of State Blinken due to serious and credible threats from foreign power. Wow.
Okay, so let's see if Pompeo's in trouble.
So I wonder if it has to go back to I wonder if it goes back to that bounty when they killed Soleimani, maybe that kind of thing. But Jesus, okay. Right, Hoppy's just said it as I said it. Sanctions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Iran threats to Pompeo and aid.
Yes. Yes. The threats are real.
Uh, yeah, the death card flew out when I was shuffling, so that's kind of scary. Yeah, you would think so, Holly. But it says it was authorized by Blinken, so if that article is correct, that's what the old cards have to say, huh? Pompeo getting protection. If I was getting serious threats, I would be hiding. I don't think I'd be going on spewing lies on national TV.
Yeah. I do feel this. There's been the threat has gone up. Like there's something came in recently that has caused some more concern.
I'm on board, Music Mansion. I say let's Iran have Pompeo. You can't be a normal human. I seen your question, Feather singing. Pompeo.
Yeah, I do feel he needs the assistance. I feel like new credible threats have come. I do feel literally that he absolutely needs this assistance. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gotten worse since he's left actually office.
Yes. This isn't radicals. This is actually intel from within the Iran government. Yeah, this feels like it's a Knight of Cups security. Yeah, I feel like they have to because of his status from prior, and these threats are credible. They feel they got to take charge here, but it comes from within the Iranian government. This isn't like radicals. What I'm sensing here it comes from afar. They're trying to keep him safe. So what I was getting the three of coin or four of swords and the three of coins feels like the protection. Six of swords is calming waters, but making them safe. Then I see the unknown threats from afar with the three of wands and seven of cups coming from a high authority figure with the emperor. The chariot and two of cups is protection. Yeah, it feels very credible as far as government goes and what they need
I
to do for him.
absolutely feel that. And I also feel like I want to back you up on that, Scott, that it's not just randos. It's within, like, it's high ups wanting to take him out. You have the magician, death, and the three of swords coming in here. To me, with the magician, it's someone who is very, very higher up and skilled,
Yeah,
coming in to take action. I feel since the world is kind of, the globe is kind of upside down right now. I mean, obviously upside down, but you know what I mean? While we're in this kind of global crisis type of situation, they want to take advantage of that because they feel like it's, so I feel like right now, and what I was getting before, that it's a bigger threat.
Yeah, so you can probably Google it or find out whatever happened horribly in Iran. They probably take offense to what Pompeo did. Best guess is probably has to do with the execution of Soleimani, is one at least. So
Yeah, I feel like
maybe,
there's a few things. There's other things too that
yeah,
they're doing, but that um, you don't. And the thing is once they make a commitment, they're showing me like once they commit to something like this, and I'm seeing this action, it never goes away. So it could be 10 years
correct.
from
Yeah.
now, and it's just going to be the same power. I don't know that they're ever going to not be a. I think they're going to have to protect Pompeo forever.
Uh, why do we have to pay him? Good Lord.
Um, for whatever the dealings were, because they made this commitment, and it will always
Something
be there.
active nuclear plant in Savannah River.
That's Phil.
So they found an atomic bomb.
World War II atomic bomb dropped 20 miles south in the ocean. Still active nuclear plant on Savannah River, and 3 military bases here. What do y'all see for this area? Hi, Feather Singing. Oh gosh.
So there was an air collision in 58. It's something I'm finding about a bomb in that area. Okay, yeah. It says it's never been found. Well, this is a long time ago. 2008. Yeah, there was a bomb lost there. I'm not finding it that was found. Do you have any more info just to make sure we're in the right atmosphere so we're not going off into wrong info area? Civil War. Uh,
Um, it is. So what I'm seeing here, Feather Singing, is, yeah, it's a little unstable. You have the Ace of Pentacles, that whole area, whatever things are. I feel energy mostly, like energies, especially with um, just in general. I'm not. There are some hidden things there, and you have the atomic bomb that you can't find. It's kind of resting, um,
okay.
hidden, resting,
WW2. Okay.
and but there
Wow.
is some instability. But I do feel like it's gonna things will work out. Like I don't feel a big event here. I don't any of that. They will be able to stable it out. They're going to have to take action, um, because they don't want the unknown to just kind of present. So they have to be proactive here, um, especially with this resting. I think they're going to have. And so here's the deal with that, though. It's not going to be like everything is golden and everything is fine, um, like 100%. So maybe they'll be able to clean up and secure things, but not to 100%. but I do feel that they will be able to bring things into balance and bring that security. It won't be like 100%.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But for sensitive, I just want to say for sensitives that live in that area, um, you would want to work harder. I mean, you'll have to be more proactive, intentional about grounding and some of those particular um,
You don't
exercises.
want to move it for danger. The other
Yeah.
thing is you don't want to move it for danger.
Okay. Well,
They'd have to evacuate the whole coast.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, they're going
Um,
to figure some way out to kind of secure it the best they can. And
I
I feel like
yeah.
there's other things too, but go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
So, anyway, my cards came in, but I want to make some adjustments to it, so I'm through with these.
Yay! Yay.
Yeah. So that's the King of Cups and Queen of Wands. So they're taking it serious about this,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a bit of worry. So I think you're right, brother, saying that they're probably not going to move it, but the Five of Cups, Five of Coins, and Five of Wands here, it's kind of like the old crap card, and they're trying to they're figuring out the obstacles. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh crap, could be an issue. They're trying to figure out those obstacles, but there is that worry with that negativity with it, may possibly exploding. And I don't think they're going to move it with the bad. This is basically like the Devil card, and
Yeah.
then the Eight of Swords, so it's restricted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're worried there could be explosion if they would mess with it.
Yeah.
But I have the Chariot coming in, and then a transition.
Oh, I love that chariot. That
So
is what a great picture of the farm guy on the. Oh, that's so perfect.
yeah, it's cute. But I got to make some adjustments to it. You can kind of see the border is off here.
That's
A little-
okay. We like that.
Yeah, I mean it makes it is as is, but I want to redo them. So the Chariot here is taking charge in a transition here. I'm drawn to the transition more so than the darkness.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. I think they're just gonna figure out a way to
Contain it.
deactivate it whatever in a most responsible way. Yeah. She said she's scared it's gonna blow, or they're scared.
I
That's
didn't.
what I'm sensing here.
Yeah.
They're
I.
worried if they mess with it, it could. So I right now I see this staying as is. It hasn't exploded in 60 years, so
I feel that they are continually working on figuring out how to contain something like that. But Feather Spring, I feel like I didn't see any big event. I didn't get any big red flags. Um, again, they're not going to be able to remove it, right? So that's the 100% of taking care of it. But yeah, so but I didn't Scott, I didn't see any like where she needs to fear living there because of
no, I don't think so
yeah,
either. I you know
that.
what I'm being told is kind of like it's being taken serious. There will be complete precautions of any kind of detonation if they do try to, but it may just be covered somehow in case.
Something they're
But
containing it.
it'll be contained somehow, but it's going to be very cautious. But it's been stable there for what, since 58 when it was lost. So strange.
It's just with the salt water and erosion. I don't. It's just like they have to figure containment.
could be.
I feel like they are. I feel like they will.
Okay. Joe G's asking about Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan.
Universal CIC Company. Paul Ryan is on the board of directors. Legit or predatory finance company?
Is this a legit company or a predatory company? Is that the question?
Looks that way. The last time I heard Paul Ryan was on the board for Fox News
Okay. Is this
after being,
legit
no,
finance company?
he was the House of he was the Speaker of the House before he resigned. Remember him?
Yes.
He took the easier way out instead of be a hero. Okay, Universal CIC Credit Services. CIC.
He is on Fox board too, and several other financial companies, Joe G says. Thank you, Joe G, for clarifying that.
It's according to Google, he's been there for 2 years on the board. But it's a credit service company or whatever. So, National Mortgage. So I guess you just wonder if it's a job or there's something nefarious there with maybe laundering. I don't know. So, please read on Universal CIC Company. So it's a finance company dealing with mortgages.
Is this a predatory
Like that.
legit company? Is this a predatory?
Yeah. Talks about world's class services in the mortgage industry. Buying, refinancing. Banking industry. Okay. Guess she's just wondering about if Paul Ryan's influence or is it actually
Yeah.
a good company to work with.
All right. Let's do this.
CIS, sorry. Mortgage and Financial Services.
Tony has a good question there too. I don't know if we time for that, but since we started so late.
Tony, okay. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for noticing. Hello, Clarence. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Always love for you. What's your hit, Tracy? Tracy's a master intuitive one.
Yes, she is. Yeah. I really just don't even have to throw anymore. It's just insane. Okay. I do feel like it's not a good company. I mean, it's all about predatory, trying to. I mean, just taking the money there. Look at them. Not good intentions. I mean, I got all the swords here, and then
nuts.
But it may come to light, though. It may come to light. I have the death card, karma, turning, justice. So it may come to light. But yeah, it's not up. There's, or maybe this is about him, but it's not looking good.
Hey, Deb. Yeah, I have a lot of swords too. You know, they're in the business to make money. I'm seeing that in the money.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what they found out. Those reverse mortgages aren't all that fruitful for the persons that do it.
Yes.
So that's where I'm sensing here with the king of coins. They're in it to make money. They don't really care. There's some infighting here of what happens with the offers with the page of
Yeah.
cups. And then you said it may come to light. I see that too with the sun and
There you
what
go.
they've done. The Eight of Swords. That's what they've done coming to light. And then I also have the Magician and the Five of Wands. Makes me feel like deceit. What's in their contracts of mortgages and whatnot.
Yeah.
Deceitful practices. The Five of Wands is lack of energy. So I do have a lot of swords here too. Like the Four of Swords, Four of Cups, and then the Three of Coins. Feels like within the contracts doesn't feel all that upfront. Four of Swords is you're resting, you're on your haunches. Four of Cups is that similar.
Yep.
You're emotionless. You're in thought, but you're not having like the Star. You're not giving
Right.
front. This is what's going to happen with your loan, or this is what we're going to do for you. It's kind of like hiding facts to get the profits. So it doesn't feel like a marvelous company to work with for your mortgages and whatnot.
Yep. Exactly. Karen says the whole real estate predatory lending thing is so 2008. Come on, Paul. Come up with the original scam. There you go. There you have it, Karen.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it feels like. Yeah, they do have services, but it doesn't feel like it's a caring company that's going to do for your best interest. And it's why it always seems like it's best to just do someone when you have a relationship with, that you bank with. If they offer a good deal, just stick with that instead of turbo loans or whatever the heck they call them and all that other stuff. Build that relationship and stick with it. Let's see. Okay. Sweet darling Lulu asks, what's going to happen to the Russian soldiers that fear going back to Russia? Okay. Yeah, I noticed there were some that were captured and they actually made statements that they're sorry, that this should never happened. That kind of statement. We had no clue. They surrendered. They're in custody. They're trying to get the real information out there, but other places they continue to destroy there.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be offered asylum, right? They won't be sent back until it kind of all comes to a rest, so to speak. With I feel like they're going to offer asylum for these people, is what I'm hearing.
Reports or little video clips I've seen, they've been very humane, the Ukrainian people, even though they're getting shelled, which is beautiful. These soldiers were told to fight or go to jail, Holly says. Probably. Good for them. I hope you're right.
The thing is if they send them, they could be, I don't know how they, what I'm sensing is it would be a traitor sentence for them. And I think, isn't that death for them then? They would be seen as traitors. So I do feel they're going to, I feel like even other countries around will offer asylum That's what
Well,
I'm hearing.
did you see that Putin just house arrested his top leadership in the KGB? He's blaming them for the lack of intel that he's failing in this war.
Oh yeah, he's gonna. People need his people around him need to be. They're like, oh my
So I
god.
guess his top guy and his sons were arrested and placed on the house arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is, Renee. Fingers crossed on the chemical. You bet. Okay. Okay, I see Ukraine and Zelensky giving love and support to those Russian soldiers that are honest, and I'm seeing partnerships with them because if they go back, they're going to have judgment upon them. Yeah, there's fear. I'm getting that fear. The last cards of what if they went back is the Moon, Judgment, Empress, and the Hangman.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. And that's literal. That's literal. Yeah. So I feel like they're going to be offered asylum. That's what I.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are four majors in a row of their outcome of these Russian
Wow.
soldiers go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mother Russia will do whatever it takes, jail or otherwise. Their life would be in balance if they went back to Russia as traitors.
Yeah.
And I have the Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, and King of Cups for Ukraine, for them. Ace of Coins, Two of Cups. Offers of help, assistance, love.
Yeah.
Ukraine would give them love if they would, admit and, if they were war criminals or whatever, they would treat them as humans, but if they went back, they would face a firing squad, basically. You're a traitor.
Yeah.
This is insane. Good Lord. Yes, there's fear. Even those ones that, I don't know. So did you read on that mystery of his, I never did anything live like that, right? Video.
Trying to escape when.
Is he trying to escape, or was this a mechanical failure on the airplane last weekend for New Orleans?
Was it a mechanical failure? Is that
Was
the
it a
question?
mechanical failure? He just doesn't have money to make repairs. A warning sign. I guess he's got another rally today going on somewhere. Hey, Kathy D.
Okay. What happened with this?
So, yeah. I don't know. Privately, or I thought about it when I seen it, because during work I listen to all you peeps, your lives and whatnot, and others cruising along in my earbuds.
Oh, that's cool.
I had more of a sense it was just mechanical failure. There was no escaping thing. We'll see what the cards have to say. I think the man is severely broke. I just do not see abundance around the Trump org and everything.
Well,
How
someone just loaned them like $200 million or something.
That's what I heard in the news too, or somewhere. Yeah. Who? How would they get it back? He probably
right. It's someone who he's a support. He supports the CEO of this bank or whatever. Supports the GOP.
Yeah, good luck getting your money back. But I sense he had to.
Just handed him that much money. You're not getting it back. I don't understand why they keep doing it.
I think he had to give, sign up give him part of Mar-a-Lago or something to do it though.
Oh,
I don't think this was for free because to give up that much money and you know the issues going on with Trump organ investigations, I was sensing he had to give up parcel of something. You know, what are you going to have for collateral kind of thing? You gave up. Roland Baker saying you gave up the Trump parcel of the Trump hotel for collateral.
the Trump Hotel.
I was sensing some kind of give up, whatever, to get that. Okay, plane. Okay.
Roland says Trump does not own Mar-a-Lago.
Why the oligarchs own Mar-a-Lago? Okay. I get nothing of escaping. I'm thinking failure.
Yeah, I'm not getting any.
Eight of Swords, it's self-imposed. Six of Coins, here's you're giving a secret, but it's also loans. It's also money that he can't afford to pay. Heartbreak, I think he's broke with the Three of Swords. Two of Swords, what the heck do I do? Now he's emailing, campaigning, oh, pay me, pay me, pay me. Nine of Swords, there's anxiety. The Four of Cups, he's unhappy. He's begging for donors with the Page of Cups and offer. There's nothing of escaping here. It's just like he thinks going to these rallies are going to make him money. He's just broke. He's lost right now. There's no escaping. He's just trying to figure out how to survive with money.
Yeah.
I don't think he can really honestly afford a plane to even repair it.
Yeah.
With that Eight of Swords coming out early, it's all because of what he's done. That's his self-imposed restrictions, what he did to himself. I'm not getting anything that it was escape.
I don't see escape here either. I do, however, see that whose ever purse he's been dipping into, I feel like he's not being able to dip into that purse anymore of this female, and so we'll probably see a lot more of this type of thing with things kind of breaking down around him, so to speak. He's trying to get to his little rallies, is what I'm seeing here. So this is all about bringing his message out. But as you can see, his travel is, a shit show because of the lack of the ability to dip into her purse anymore.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
Kathy D put up a Business Insider. Yeah, so if he was trying to escape, I would have seen like the Chariot, the Three of Wands, the World, those kind of cards that are travel. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, something of travel. Nothing. It's all about failure and begging.
Yeah.
That's everything that came out. Bad deal, as it will be seized. Everything's going to be seized. Give it time. Ask Spirit. Oh.
Who would this woman be who had her purse open to him and now has closed it to him?
It very well could be the Mercers, I suppose. Okay, I always sense them, her and Daddy are going to back away from this payment kind of thing. That's always the biggest that way, but in a big world, there's probably so many players we don't even know about.
Right.
That may be arrested. It's like you follow like FBI news and whatnot, and who gets indicted, it'd be like, who'd this guy come from?
Yeah.
Another person in that orb, or the GOP orb that just got indicted.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Happy. Trump is forbidden in many states and not allowed in the White House. Well, that's a fact. I can't believe anyone would even want him to have a rally. Oh, good question, Dusty. He hasn't been out of the country. It's a good point. He's been doing rallies. The kids have been out of the country. Jared's trying to cash in Saudi and whatnot. But why hasn't the former guy?
Dana, that's a good question. I mean, that's a good point. Mother Russia could be the woman. No more
Very
money.
good.
You can't dip into
Very
that
big.
anymore.
The oligarchs have cut it off. The banks have cut them off. Deutsche Bank. Deutsche finally pulled out of Russia, their money. They were stopping it for a while, I guess, but they finally came to their senses that they're going to go with the sanctions.
So, with this question, Dusty one, it's for security reasons, is what I'm hearing. Why he hasn't left the country? It's more for security purposes. It's easier to stay safe and secure here in his little ivory tower than it would be to travel about the country. It would be unsafe, and it would take a lot to keep him safe.
You know, especially if Pompeo has serious threats to him. I guarantee there's serious threats to that guy too.
Oh yeah. Marie, thank you. Blessings.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think.
Thank you for.
Bounty. Bless you for the $2, honey.
Yes.
Yeah. When you mess with other countries' livelihoods and policy, you kind of do get a bounty on your head. And I think Iran was serious after that.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's stuff in the intel side with the high priestess that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Five of Wands, Five of Swords.
Oh yeah.
That's the battling cards, the lack of energy.
Both of them.
And then the devil.
There you go.
That could very well be the bounty.
Yeah.
What he's done in overseas. He probably even owes money overseas.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But again, they keep showing me this oath taken. So I just feel, yeah, I don't feel he'll ever be able to leave the country and be safe. But
that may be why he hasn't been able to flee.
That kind of halts his plans. And it is same with his children, because you know how they're showing me how they back in the old days how they'd come in a regime or whatever and they'd take over. They would kill the king, the queen, and the children. You know what I mean? So I just feel even the kids are not safe.
Indigo thinks the woman is Mother Russia.
Could be.
So
I think
you want to toss some cards on that? Is the Trump org welcome anywhere around the country? See if the cards confirm our feelings.
Okay.
Everyone likes visuals.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
You know, it could be a podcast and sit here and talk all day. Is it backed up?
Let's see if they back up what they show.
Wheezy Box. I've long believed that The former guy owes billions to these oligarchs. I mean, my internal senses keep telling me he's so broke, doesn't know what to do. It's like that anxiety moment, like, how do I file bankruptcy again? Or how do I get out of this? That kind of feeling. I mean, I think the kids have stashed their money away so they could, live comfortably if they had to, if everything went to crap. Just bankrupt everything, but they still have 100+ million hid somewhere.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling. But the former guy, I don't even feel he's got it hid good enough to be able to survive. That kind of feeling.
No.
World. Oh my God. No, they're not welcome anywhere.
Mm-mm.
He's a target for money using Andrea's cards. He owes a lot of people money.
Yep.
I got whistleblowers. They're all pointing at the finger of him. There would be chaos if they went up. They're hated. I got chaos and hate together. The world and guilty.
Yeah,
everywhere he's got
they
business.
burnt their bridges.
The truth is coming out on a big fire.
They burnt their bridges, didn't they?
They're not welcome anywhere.
Nope. Look at these cards for visual.
Ouch. Death
and 5 of Pentacles. They are not welcome anywhere. And they would literally fear that.
Yeah, it's like someone mentioned too, they're not welcome in Scotland. They're still trying to figure out his laundering through their golf courses there.
Yeah.
I haven't heard if they'd actually gone and done the investigation, or they're still talking about it, but we've been talking about a long time about that wealth tax or whatever they do over there.
Yeah, Russia's not the enemy. Putin is. Yeah, you're right.
True. Not the Russian people. I know we kind of just throw it out there. Right. But no, the heads we're talking about, the evil ones. Love to the Russian people, yes. We're no better than them. We're just human beings throwing cards, spending time together.
Amen.
Love for all humans. But we want this tyrant to go away.
Yeah. Apple says he must have hidden money to pay some bills. He just doesn't pay his bills. He doesn't pay anybody.
Yeah, it's like get a loan to pay a loan.
And they don't even pay the loan.
Any money Trump stashed in Russia has been sanctioned. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If he's...
That's why he had to jump on this other $200 million loan, because everything else was frozen.
Let's see. Is the Trump org money tied up now because of sanctions? Let's see what the cards say there. The Russian one. There you go, Gene. He's so broke he can't pay attention.
Exactly, Michelle. Michelle says, why isn't it official yet that Trump can't run again because he destroyed top secret papers? He ate his top secret? Yeah. That is mind-boggling.
Oh.
Okay, so what are we looking at? What's the question? I got caught up in the chat.
Is that the case that since Russia's been sanctioned, is that why his money flow is kind of cut off and he's worried about that?
I bet.
Is that part of his anxieties? That his money flow because of sanctions?
You know, he goes to sleep thinking about money and he wakes up thinking about money.
Uh, yes and no.
I go to sleep thinking about food and I
Meaning,
wake up thinking about food.
yes
Don't
and no. Yes and no, meaning he's need to get his body working properly with whatever he needs to put in there. Because he can't function without some type of pharmaceutical. Did Merrick Garland mean business this week? Oh my gosh. I got justice target letters or indictments are coming down on him. I have something about his money. So we're asking about the money being tied up or something. I do have yes.
yeah.
I have some kind of thing with the world leaders, a
Yep.
sour, some foreign leaders. So this feels more like an oligarch thing. They have soured on him big time, even worse. Things about his money will come to light because I had the justice and indictment or some kind of target letter, something he knows about. I think ongoing prosecutions, whatever, are going that we don't even know about him. So yeah, his money's tied up, legal's on his side. There's a lot of worry there.
There sure is.
It's like if you do something bad and you have a court appearance and you're worried yourself if you're going to go to jail or get off of probation. It's that kind of feeling. You're in limbo. So you have no money, you're worried about paying your bills, you're worried about all these lawsuits. It's like, how could anyone actually function?
He's figured it out. Okay, so the Empress, to me, is mother is Russia or Putin. You know what I mean, like that. So you can see that they kind of they're frozen there in reverse, and so yeah, so it blocked his income coming in, but it also shows his connection. Yeah, like his you have the devil in there in the middle, so that's that need or requirement or addiction or whatever. But you can see he was he was caught in this. He had to be there because of what is that word I'm looking for? Where
Compromise?
no.
He needed. He was owned.
He literally see the devil here. So you're caught because he needed the money. He's caught into all these things, right? And now since it's frozen, he's stuck. So I just wanted, thank you, Linda.
Bless you, happy, and bless you, Linda. Very generous of you.
Happy, hugging.
So appreciative.
Hugs to you both.
So,
like,
I haven't used your cards yet. They've been looking at me and it's like, hey, you haven't used me yet.
Yay.
For the next round. Yeah. The Freebird Spirit cards.
Yay.
Intuitive and what'd you call them? I forgot.
The Linneman?
Yeah. Freebird Spirit, Lenormand, and Intuitive cards. Once you get into them, they feel really nice in your hand too. Ooh. Lots of great energy.
Yay.
So what were we? We were moving on to something, and then I forgot. I'm sure it had to do with 45. Oh, Ian had something about last night. How could 45 last night have? I had bad sweating. It was a cold night at his rally. His health is getting to him now, snorting much more devil's
Devil's
dandruff.
dandruff. Devil's dandruff. Ian, you have so many nicknames for things.
So what's up with all the sweating and the rally thing, huh? So let's see what your cards have to say about his health.
Mm,
What's going on here?
yeah.
Is going to be a downfall quickly here? Yeah. How do you even watch that, man, Ian? I could not do it. I catch a couple clips and I cannot listen to his voice. I'm just like insanity. And I was saddened yesterday. A friend of mine I talked to has a medium friend that was on Facebook. Does Facebook Live sometimes. She says, "Oh, you should follow her." So I went to one of her Facebook Lives and I listened, and I'm like, "Oh, she's pretty intuitive. She's throwing cards. She's also a medium type." So I went into comments and stuff, and one of her posts she talked about praise President Trump. He's a legend. So I'm seeing all these comments, and this is Oklahoma. All these comments. Yeah, he's coming back. He is a legend. He's the greatest president ever. I'm like, seriously? I just had to comment. Someone get that, troll. But I commented back, and I'm like, I had to, because it's like, how can you be that in tune to life to read for people and believe this man tapping into spirit is a legend? I had to. I'm like, sorry, dear. I followed you because a friend recommended you as a spirit, someone that does great readings. But how can you post that saying
Wow.
he's a legend? You're not tapped in enough. Something's wrong. Sorry.
Did they respond back?
No, I have no response yet. So this was late last night. But it's just amazing that how can you be tuned to the spirit and believe a man like that was a legend? Or the best thing to ever happen in America, that kind of thing. And you see all these comments underneath her. And it's like, wow. There's still people delusional.
Well, they think we're delusional, so I.
Good point, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I mean, like I said, it saddens my heart when you think of it's like when you have your best friend of 20 years and he secretly comes out and says, "Yeah, I believe Trump won." That kind of feeling. I'm not going to mention names, Melinda. I don't feel that's right. They got to come to their own awakening kind of feeling. But it's just so sad. It's like knowing someone or even your partner or whatever secretly comes out and says, like John Gotti was a hero of mine. That kind of feeling, or I read all of Hitler's books or books about Hitler, that kind of feeling. It's like, what? It's just saddening. Saddening.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. I was talking. I just, oof.
So he's definitely protecting and hiding something. He's being very calculated about it. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Rock, and the medical card coming in at this beginning of the story. So he's trying to regulate medication for some kind of to remain as stable as possible. But he is sick. This is an illness that he's trying to balance. And look at that hot spring. So you guys are saying sweating. I got both of the hot cards in here. So something about that regulation, whatever's that sick. I do feel it's to do with his heart, though. Um, and here's why. He's very concerned about heaven and his heart. He's very concerned about that. And so that is where the health issues are based out of. But I do feel like we're going to hear, like, it's going to be shown what's going on. You have the truth coming out in the cauldron. So it's going to bubble oil over, and something's going to come forward in regards to that. But yeah, he's trying to manage medication and this illness, and you're seeing it play out with the sweating.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. So I got with your cards, the mice.
Oh, there you go.
That's the anxieties. That's the restlessness.
That's also illness. Illness. Yeah.
Oh, and look what comes next. The whip.
Well, there you go.
There's issues there. There's the addictions. And yeah, it's not feeling good with the cross and the book coming out too.
Now,
he's in trouble.
I wonder, yeah, there's hidden stuff there. I wonder if the
You're talking about the moon?
The moon and what was the other card? Oh, the book. The book is also stuff that's hidden.
It's also piles and piles of written investigation stuff mounting.
There you go. Stress.
The cross feels like the eventual end, which would be more so of like the casket kind of card. But when I seen that's where I was going more so.
Another thing too, as you're reading your cards too, is that it could what he's been doing, like you all say he does that Adderall stuff or whatever, it could be taking a toll on his heart. That sweating can happen because of that.
Yeah.
Taking the toll. Thank you, Catherine. Blessings to you.
What is this also came out too? Does that mean he's pushing the envelope?
So yeah, like, I think he's pushing it. Yeah.
He's pushing the envelope on his body.
It, and he's supposed to be like resting and like that.
That's what I sense when I seen the push. It's like he's pushing his body to the limits where
pushing his body.
It could lend to, something very severe. My cousin did that.
Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie. Bless you. Hope that all's well in Texas. Warming up a little bit. What's it going to be in Colorado? We're going to be getting in the 60s this week.
Are you? Yeah, we're still chilly. We have snow coming in again at some point. We still have snow on the ground right now, so it's cool enough that it keeps active.
Right now, it looks like the cool's gone away. Last night was cold, but
we're gonna have 62 today, but then it gets cold tomorrow again, and then Wednesday and Thursday it looks like snow. Yeah. Welcome to Colorado.
I believe you, Keith. He's a heart attack waiting to happen. I mean, I don't know when, but I seen some major at one of his rallies happening at some point. I always feel it's like soon, but I also felt this 2 years ago. It's kind of like a sign. It's like we know it's going down when has a major breakdown at a rally. Like he's on stage. I mean, more than just sipping a cup. It was like a major fall or keels over kind of thing, and then gets back up.
It's good to see all of you here. So those of you who came in late wondering where Andrea is, we miss her. So we started late this morning because of the time change.
Yeah.
And Scott slept through his alarm. I just want you to know it wasn't me.
It wasn't Debbie this time.
It
She
wasn't me
was
this time.
raring to go this morning.
I didn't even know there was a time change. No wonder I'm so tired. Anyway, so yeah, so since we started late, she had started her day, and so she'll see us next week.
Yeah, my bad. I'm missing Andrea, but I'm enjoying my Debbie time here. And
Yay.
everyone else, yay, love a bond. I don't believe 45 has syphilis. I've heard about those stories. I've never felt that it's a syphilis thing. No, it's just mental decline from years of drug use. I mean, his dad died of mental decline at the end. It was horrible to see that kind of feeling. But no, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Okay.
Natural process. He is 74. Still eating poorly and using
overall, I guess.
Additives and whatnot, you know.
Hi, Valeria. Okay, what does Spirit say about numerology 5 for all these war dates? So World War One.
And 2.
5. World War II was a 5.
32.
Vietnam War was a 5. Putin invading Ukraine was a 5. Well, we know 5 is
a middle. That's
5 is kind of, well, you know, like we have the 5 of swords, the 5 of pentacles, the 5 of wands. It's all kind of a little bit of a.
Those are all struggle times.
Struggles.
They're all middle. Thank you, Marie. Again, warmer.
Thank you.
Government's still a jackass dictator. Who? Which governor? Missing that one. Sorry, honey. Don't understand that one. Okay, Flora, we get to it. Check on Giuliani.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's just spelled the spelling there. So. All right. So I mean, that's interesting observation.
Right, Renee. Even numerology 5 is not a good number. So if you were born you're a 5 day, you should have struggled most of your life.
Well, there's also positive things out of a 5, right?
Well, of course, but it's always a challenge.
They usually people with 5s are very charismatic and just usually very beautiful people as well, like beautiful. So and people are drawn to 5s. So it's not always that way, but
right.
The shadow side of 5s. Definitely, that's where you're getting that.
I'm not saying you're cursed, but I was,
I just needed. I got your back, Scott. I got you.
Yeah, but it's generally, if we look at the tarot, 5s are issues.
Yeah, 5s are definitely for this type of situation.
Beginnings. What I'm getting with your cards is that them starting in those 5 days is that it's change. It's a fresh approach. It's opening because of the 5, leading up to the completion of a 9. So you're creating change.
Yeah.
Even though these wars are horrible and what's going on, it's going to ultimately create positive change.
Amen.
That's what's
it's
coming
always up. A link to because the next number is 6, right? So
Yeah,
that's
you're
peace,
moving
love,
up.
and harmony. So leading up to that, sometimes you have this chaos before.
So what came out with your cards is the child, create yourself, and then the cross.
Wow.
So the child would maybe be like the 6 of Cups, like things from the past, whatever. But it's a creative beginning. Then create yourself, and then the cross is that burden and suffering and sacrifice. But then we come to a point of the Clover of luck and opportunity, and then the intention, moving moving energy into creative, positive space. So the Clover is also fate, according to what you got here. I'm still
Yeah.
not on, it's hope and luck and fate. So when destruction happens, you rebuild, right? So if you have your investment in your house and you have a fire or damage, if you have your security there, your ground floor, you rebuild and you have a new and start over.
Mm-hmm.
So it just feels like with this, it's going to cause, you know, like with George Floyd and every revolution we've seen, it always created greater change, and this
Mm-hmm.
is what the 5 is meaning here to me. Even though unfortunate, eventually good comes from it.
Marie says 3 former Russian leaders died in March. Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember
and,
that
yeah,
statistics. So another thing about the 5, always they're driven by. It's hard on them if you kind of cut their wings. People 5 wings. They just the theme of them is needing to be free. Like any constraints are hard for 5s. And so, if you calculate that into these war times, it literally is a literal uh, shift towards uh, an overall collective freedom of something. So, whatever was happening, obviously, in those wars, it was a push towards freedom of whether it was. Um, well, you can look at every single one of those wars you pointed to and understand kind of what that means. And
right.
so, yeah, 5s love their freedom, and and yeah. Anyways, so always bringing in that shift uh, towards positive change.
Marie's a 9. So you come in complete and then have to build yourself up again, huh, honey?
9s are awesome. Lisa is a 5. Yeah,
Everyone's awesome.
everyone's awesome.
It's whatever number journey you start
Fire
on
energy, Tracy. Yeah.
and how you take it. Kathleen, 5s to me feel like the battle between good and evil. Yeah, I don't know. It's like maybe if you look back and you see what year of yours was a 5 year, maybe you had to do some refinancing then, or you had a problem in your relationship, got divorced, something. It'd be really interesting to track your life and see what year happened on certain things. It would be interesting. Never tracked that. Happy. Okay, Marie keeps saying something about Texas. Sorry, dear. If you don't have to donate again, honey. If you want to ask a question
Copy. Thank you. Blessings.
about Texas, you mentioned Texas, and I'm just kind of missing it. I don't want to.
That's a good way to put it, Kathleen.
Okay,
A battle between good and evil.
oh, yeah.
Trying to bring in, pushing through.
Eh, Geek Hillby doesn't know. You just add up when you're born.
So, so you add your whole birthday. So if it's, if it's September 22nd, 1925, add all those numbers together and equal them down to a single digit.
Oh my God. Keith, you're like 8 days older than me.
So 11, 6, 7, 6, 11, 17.
So
You're an
14,
8. He's an 8.
14, 24, 11. Yeah.
Geek, you're an 8. That's
Keith
great.
is an 8. Keith is an 8. 58. Oh, typo.
Oh, 58. Okay. So
10 years and 8 days. My bad. 58. That's 13, 23, and 11, 34, 7.
get my calculator out for all these. Everybody wants their calculations done. Just go ahead and add that up and put it down to a single digit. So you have
I didn't even know I did that.
plus.
I don't know. I said, oh my God, and I waved to the heavens, she said. Whatever that means.
So hypnicity, you actually are life path number 11, and that is a master number. So go ahead and look that up.
Yeah. 11 and 22.
So 11s and 22s, you don't go down to a single digit.
You can look it up, Keith. Just Google your life path number 7. I am a 7 also, by the way.
7s are great.
But yeah, 22 and 11
Y'all
are
are great, but yeah.
Yeah, 22 and 11, you do not add them down,
10 plus
to like 2 and 4. Those are master numbers. Master people, according to numerology. Okay. Oh, that could be interesting.
So, who was it? Everybody's like, where am I? Shoot.
Good job, Keith. Way to get those trolls. Yeehaw.
So, Aspie, you are a 7. So, yes, you have to have the 1967 in there. You have to add that whole thing up. So, yeah, you are a 7 as well. Same as Scott. Yes, Rika's a master number 22, master builder. Yeah, the 11 is rare. I'm an 11. Kathy D.
Oh, no wonder why you're so brilliant.
Brilliant. That it said nobody ever, Scott. Thank you so much. I love my little brother.
Well, you're supposed to compliment family. Build up your ego. Be more focused and loved.
Yay.
Well, Lisa Foster believes you're brilliant.
Yay, Lisa.
Getting more kudos. Why am I so broke? Oh. Can't be enlightened and be a rumper. Definition of that. Right. Okay. Quick hit on YVP. You know, the Russian guy. Try to keep his name out of it. But anyway, YVP arrests those guys. He's claimed bad intel that he's losing the war. He's going to arrest his head of the FSB.
Okay.
What was the real deal? Is that why?
Okay. All right.
Were they spies? Were they trying to get him to stop the war? Or was it just bad intel and he was upset? Why did he house arrest his top guys and family?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you break it down. It's a 1, Lisa. You don't leave it at 10.
Linda, blessings. So 10 is yeah, exactly. 10 is a 1.
The only thing you don't break down is 11 or 22. Otherwise, break it all down into a single digit and look up your life path of who you are.
So Jean Dorsey, 23 is a 5.
Yes. Michelle My Bell, moving
yes,
on.
You're an 8. Yes, I can see that. Yeah. You're 1122. Connie's 1122. So 33.
Better than coffee? I don't know. I don't know what's better than coffee.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a big deal. If this is better than he's just not happy with and he's paranoid and he's a tyrant. Here you are, King of Swords in reverse. He's just a tyrant. He wants the throne to himself. He doesn't trust them. He doesn't want to share. He's just sad. He's sad squirrel here again. He's just a tyrant, and he doesn't trust them. He wants to be he doesn't want guidance. He doesn't want or whatever. He wants to be that lone wolf on the throne.
So I think it's the same thing as most people are getting. What I've noticed, VP is a little off kilter.
Yeah.
The middle of the read is the moon's coming in. And so that's instability, what I'm sensing above. He is not on the right page. Ultimately, I'm seeing a failure. He's going to have to walk away from life and this war, what he's doing. But to start it off, the reasoning he did it all is because he's supreme. I got the devil, 7 of Wands, and Empress.
Yeah.
He wants to be Russia. He is Russia.
Exactly what I got, Scott. Exactly what I got.
It's all dominance. And on the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Swords. So here's the military action. He is very unhappy with the military action. That's the main reason why he fired them. It's all about the military action. He expects victory. And it's failing in his eyes. You know, it should be dominance. I'm supreme leader, and you will. There is dissension in the ranks here too. That makes him unhappy.
I bet it's just pushing him to the edges of his crazy Yes. You know, but I got the same thing. I got the King of Swords in reverse
King of Swords.
with the Emperor. He's just a the crazy Emperor. You know what I mean? The tyrant. Um, and I do want to give a shout out to you 33s. That is a life path number as well. It's a master number. It's the master teacher. So if you are 33, it's called the master teacher. So yes, that's the other number.
Cool.
Yeah. I forgot about you 33s. Don't worry.
What I got opposing him is multiple other guys. I got what a King of Swords, King of Wands opposing him. So I think these are more uh, people of common sense, and he's not liking this, but he has to. With Eight of Cups, he has to walk away from that energy. So what I'm hearing is smoother heads will ultimately prevail. These are what's opposing. I mean, so these are natural born leaders that are smarter than his moon senses here. The crafty leaders. These are more of Navalny types or calming reasons, but this is what I'm getting from that King of Swords, though, is more of like trying to find an example of a person. But it can be negative or it can be positive. So these are teachers, educated, smart, like a Garland per se. It's like you kind of like someone that's like, okay, you continue this, it will be the end of you kind of feeling. These smoother heads prevailing, and you're going to have to walk away from this. So he's denying what's actually going on. We'll just hit them harder. We'll just hit this church. We'll destroy their morale.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling. But in the end, I have the heartbreak.
Yeah.
Three of coins and high priestess. It feels like his soul is going to be destroyed with the Three of Swords.
Yeah, it won't stop. It won't stop them from coming after him. He's trying to hide and keep all safe. He can't keep safe. He can't hide. This is not going to stop whatever he's afraid of happening. It's not going to stop that.
Not forever, yeah.
Forever. So, anyways,
love and courage. Oh gosh, love and
yeah,
courage.
I gotta.
That's why we started late, and you got your show.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that card for everyone.
So love and courage to the Ukrainian people and their energy, and ending this. Yes, he has genealogy. He is a zero. The former guy is a zero. Firstborn, the year of the metal goat. Metal goat. Oh. New deck of cards sitting in the mailbox. Until the snow melts, I can't open it. Oh, lordy. Sending a heat wave to your way there.
Oh my gosh, that much snow?
Micromanaging to the universe. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, gifts.
All right. Well, I am using my new deck here. It's called the Mystic Martian Oracle deck.
All right. Rock in there.
And I'm loving this deck because I know nothing about, and it has all the different types of extraterrestrials in here that I can now learn about. So I'm excited about that. But we have the Tao Setien. Setien.
Setians? I don't know. Yeah.
And here you go. Here's a picture of them. This one, and it's this energy is bringing in being resilient, bold, a little sassy if you need to be, um, as as you as we continue to see all this going on and all the messages coming in, just kind of, instead of letting that energy kind of overtake you, um, be resilient, take it and empower yourself with the messages coming in. And that is coming in with the crop circle card there with this one. So let's be resilient, let's be bold, let's empower ourselves with what we're seeing and the messages we're seeing.
All right. I grabbed the star seed and the same one you had. Give two messages here. So I got the golden children. You know, the inner child, the tenderness, the innocence, the rare gifts. So that's obviously kind of feeling like, you know, when we're young, we're innocent, we're open. You know, tap into that window of youthfulness, to be alive, to have your rare gifts and your innocent nativity, your world's ahead of you, you know. So then with the Martian deck, I have inspiration, awe, and your dreams, the flower of life.
Ooh.
So that kind of feels like we always should go back to our innocence. You know, leave the worries of struggles and stress of being an adult to tap into your intuition. Let go and open up the flower. You know, open the flower when it blooms. The intuition flows as a child. So let's go with that. You're coming into this world. No preconceived notions. You're opening your eyes. It's like, wow, the world is mine. So everyone, join Debbie 1111 coming up shortly. You got your same beautiful ladies on, Leah?
I do.
Yeah. Sweet and awesome.
So blessings to you all.
Remember your questions? Head over to Debbie and who was it? Lisa and
Lisa and Sonia.
Sonia?
Yeah. So come on over and hang out with us. If you're just hanging out and enjoying your daylight savings time with us.
All right. Love to you all.